Pinkerton Detective Agency, report, Leo Frank case. Source, Leo M. Frank Collection, Manuscript 237, Box 1, Folder 1. American Jewish Archives, 3101 Clifton Avenue, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45220. Reporting Officer, Assistant Superintendent Harry Scott. Location, Atlanta, Georgia. Date, Tuesday, May 6th, 1913. Detective Black and I left the Lemmy Quinn residence at 11:06 a.m. and walked very slowly along Mr. Quinn's reported route, stopping 5 minutes at Wolfsheimer's store and then proceeding to the factory, arriving at 11:25 a.m. Upon arrival at the National Pencil Company factory, we interviewed Alonzo Mann, the office boy residing at 109 South Gordon Street, employed at the factory for only 1 month. He stated that he arrived at 7:30 a.m. on Saturday, April 26, 1913, and found Mr. Holloway already inside. He left at 11:30 a.m., leaving Mr. Leo M. Frank and Miss Hall, the stenographer, in the office. After leaving the factory, he went to the Vaudette Motion Picture Theater and met his mother at 12 noon. During the afternoon, he watched the Memorial Day Parade, visited several moving picture shows, met his brother about 5 p.m., and then went home, arriving around dusk. American Jewish Archive, Cincinnati, Ohio. Pinkerton Report, Leo Frank case. Statement of Alonzo Mann, Wednesday, May 7th, 1913, Atlanta, Georgia. Given to FCP, Atlanta, Georgia location, National Pencil Company, Atlanta, Georgia. Date, Wednesday, May 7th, 1913.
I went directly to the National Pencil Company factory and arrived at about 7 a.m. The front door was open and I went upstairs to the office. I do not recall who was in the office when I entered. Soon after my arrival, I saw Mr. Holloway, Mr. Irby, and Mac, the drayman, who took some rubbers, erasers, and an umbrella that belonged to Mr. Schiff, and then left. Mr. Holloway and Mr. Irby remained in the office for about 30 minutes, perhaps longer, and the three of us talked. Later, at about 8:10 a.m., Mr. Leo M. Frank came in. I do not think that Messrs. Holloway and Irby were there when Mr. Frank arrived. I am sure they were not in the office proper, because when Mr. Frank entered, he spoke to me and said, "There is not anyone here but you and me." And I replied, "No, I do not remember what took place in the office after that. I do not remember who came in or went out." Sometime during the morning, Mr. Frank went out. I supposed he went to Montaigne Brothers, but I do not know. I cannot recall how long he was gone. It did not seem long. I cannot say whether it was 30 minutes or 1 hour. I do not remember. I know that he returned before I left. I left the office at 11:30 a.m. and went to the Vaudette Theater on Whitehall Street, where I was to meet my mother at 12 o'clock. I met my mother just at 12 noon as she came out of the theater. We then went to Thompson's Printing Company on Marietta Street, where my brother was employed, and remained there for about 5 or 10 minutes. After that, we went down Marietta Street to Peachtree Street, where I left her. I retraced my steps on Marietta Street on my way to the gas office. At the Bijou Theater, I met a boy named Philip, whose last name I do not know, and he went with me to the gas office, which we found closed. This was at about 12:35 p.m. Leaving the gas office, Philip and I went to a haberdasher's on Marietta Street, where I purchased a cap and remained about 5 minutes. We then separated, and I went to a nearby barber shop on Viaduct Place. I had to wait some time before I could be served. The barber took some time cutting my hair, and I was in the shop about 25 or 30 minutes.
Statement of Alonzo Mann, Friday, May 9th, 1913. At Atlanta, Georgia. Given to LPW, Atlanta, Georgia. Location, National Pencil Company Factory, 37 to 39 South Forsyth Street. Atlanta, Georgia. Date, Friday, May 9th, 1913.
When I left the office at 11:30 a.m., I left Mr. Leo M. Frank and Miss Hall. At 11:30 a.m., Mr. Frank told me that I could go. On leaving the office, I went to the Vaudette Theater on Whitehall Street, where I met my mother at 12 o'clock noon. I then went to Thompson's Printing Company with my mother, walked about the streets, visited 2 moving picture shows, and went home about 6 p.m.